Yo, yo, yo. How you doing out there, fam? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in this beautiful world and when you're watching or listening. I want to welcome a couple of the co-hosts and then bring up our special guest. Glenn, man, how you doing out there, buddy?
How you doing? Hey,
how you doing? I love it. And the man, the myth, the basketball phenom on the court in Dallas-Fort Worth area, 3-ball. How are you, buddy?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Thanks for having me.
Way to bring the energy.
Yes, sir.
He's saving it for the last but not least. The man who just left. The man that may come back at some point soon. Any second now, I'm going to keep talking until he comes back because he is the man in the woods, in the jungle, beating his chest. He is out there one step at a time.
He's a hairy dude.
He's got a lot of hair, and some of it's silver, and it's all on his back.
Let's start over.
And I have a feeling we're starting over.
Silverback.
The back of the Silvers.
Is Silverback.
Reach out and touch base.
It was all my fault for the energy.
Dun, 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 dun. Silverback's like, fuck this. 3-balls. Hey, what's your real name?
You got to make one up.
Yeah.
You
It's
should,
like, my name's
you should
Kobe,
be
I was
called
named after
Dr.
Glenn M.
Dr.
Yeah.
Ball, Dr. Basketball.
No, I thought the story was that you had 3 testicles.
Shh, don't. I told you, Glenn, not to say it.
That was off camera, and I told you that in private. And
Showed
I
me in private,
had the
too.
one removed.
Low key, Glenn, we did go to school with a guy who lost a testicle, so we used to call him Uno.
Oh.
Take it easy.
What no one knows. They don't even know where we went to school. It's not like they can Google it or watch the first 4 episodes and then find out.
Googling it right now.
Oh, man.
Yeah. His name is Silver.
So we're going to
Yeah, no, we are, Glenn.
we're gonna
You were thinking, yeah.
cut this, right?
Silver.
Hey,
Hey, my man. We are hanging out. We are live on the C&C Podcast and having fun, collecting and connecting. How you doing, buddy?
doing good, man. Hope you guys are. Pleasure to be here, King Brett. I just have to say I'm a big fan, man. I'm a queso lover myself.
Let's go. That's
We
what
got
I'm
another
talking
one.
about.
Yes, sir.
Queso's hard to beat.
Yeah.
Do y'all have queso up in New Jersey, Northeast, Glenn? Does that even happen up there?
Dude, you have no idea how good the food is here. You guys have like 2 types of cuisine. You got barbecue and you got Mexican food. We have everything here. Everything. Including that.
Silverback is joining us in the Eastern Seaboard area and a little bit of internet connection issues. And we got audio only Silverback, but we're having a good time, aren't we, buddy?
You know it, man. I just love being connecting and collecting. I mean, man, it's great, man. Y'all inspire me, you know, to keep on collecting what I love, man.
You inspire us, man. I before we actually started DMing, I see your Top Shot name everywhere, dude.
Everywhere.
Gifting things back and forth.
He
And,
gone.
yeah. All right.
So
I thought it'd be fun that we actually had some chaos, but
no. And that's hold on.
Yo, how'd you guys like Derek's episode, by the way?
You know that Silverback's one good-looking son of a bitch. I have to. Oh shit, he's back.
He's too good looking. We can't put him on the camera because he makes us look even uglier.
he does. He does make us look bad. What we were saying, Silverback, was that your name, you're gifting. Yeah, you've been collecting and connecting before the group was together. We see you giving moments out to people, getting them back. You have good vibes everywhere. That was one of the original reasons I noticed you. Love your vibes and gifting moments and just trying to find others like you. So love it, man. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I first heard about y'all when and Lewinsky good dude, man. He's a great guy. Me and him talk on a regular basis every day.
Who'd you name drop? It broke up. I couldn't hear you.
Dan Slawinski.
Dan Slawinski. Yeah. That's our proper football fan all the way from England. Yeah, we love Dan.
Yeah, man.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, great guy, man. You know, me and him go back and forth every single day. You know, we help each other out with challenges. We talk about, you know, decisions on what to buy and whatnot. We really look out for each other, you know. And as a matter of fact, he told me about the group. I joined, and then y'all were giving out that float, and I mentioned to him about the float. He's got 4, and I've got number 3 of the original C&C float. Yeah.
Wow, y'all are real OGs. We had Dan on the podcast before, and we brought up that number 4 float. That's cool that you got number 3. That's badass.
Yeah, man. You know,
Dan.
I think I got like 11, so you got me scooped big time.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm all about good vibes, man. And when he told me, you know, you guys are bringing the good vibes, you know, he heard about y'all. I was like, all right, let's check it out. So, and I really do appreciate all that y'all are doing because you bring the community together. You know what I'm saying? And people are really starting to turn a little more positive vibe. So that's good.
You're seeing it too. I like it. Yeah, well, we're definitely noticing.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're a Knicks fan, hardcore Knicks, right?
Woo!
Yep.
Yay.
So we got another one of those on the show. I feel like that's all we're going to talk about here. But
That is all we're going to talk
let's
about.
dive into it a little bit. You, I mean, you have a ton of moments, dude. I think you're at like 1,200 something, and not to put you out there, but a third of those moments are Knicks. Like you got so many Knicks moments.
Yeah. I mean, you know, so when I was young, I grew up watching the 90s Knicks, you know, Patrick Ewing, John Starks, them guys, you know, with my dad. But like basketball in my house, my dad would get so upset with how the team was playing. He turned the game off. So I might get to watch a half game here and there. You know what I mean?
That's
So,
awesome.
Turn this shit off.
Yeah, exactly. Off with it. So, you know, I grew up watching them guys, and I just really enjoyed watching basketball. I thought it was a cool sport. And then over the years, you know, as I got older, he took me to a bunch of Harlem Globetrotter games and stuff, you know, like, you know, so basketball's kind of always been a staple in my life. I've never played, you know, but I actually went through a period in time for about 6-7 years where I didn't watch a whole lot of basketball anymore. And it wasn't until Top Shot, a good buddy of mine here in real life, told me about Top Shot. He was like, hey, man, everybody's starting to get into this. It's a really cool way to collect, you know, basketball memories and moments and stuff. He was like, you should check it out. So I did. And it kind of rekindled my love for basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. Me too, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, and now with where I live, the fact that my internet is so terrible, I can't watch a game half the time. So I honestly say I live vicariously through the C&C group. You know what I mean? Like I get a lot of my information through you guys, you know, on how the games went, the big time moments to be on the lookout for and stuff, you know. So it's been a cool journey, man. We've
talked about this before, and I don't mean to cut you off, but like it's a really cool
Right.
part about the community is that there's too much going on Top Shot, in the NBA, in our real lives, to have a community that is tapped in. You're going to be able to get so much more information and know what is going on, have your finger on the pulse a little bit by everybody else being into it. So I love that you said that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that makes it more fun, right?
Yeah. Who's your favorite Knick right now?
Man, you know, I have to say I was a big Obi Toppin fan. When he got traded to the Pacers, I was sad.
No,
But Jalen Brunson, man, he's just going above and beyond, dude. He's going above and beyond. He's
love it.
just really proving himself, and that he's gonna bring his A game. You know, he's gonna put forth his full effort every game.
Yeah, I really liked him in Dallas. I was sad that he went there. But yeah, he's such a great player, and I think he's in a position now with the Knicks that he can really kind of shine and display, his talent, how talented he really is.
He's a baller, and I think the Madison Square Garden has always been a place that is like a mecca. It's a place that everybody wants to play at, and if you're playing there every night and that's your home crowd, you've seen him come out a little bit with some flair and have a little bit of nastiness to him, and I love it that he's actually coming out in his own and whatnot. So very strong player, lefty. I love his underhand scoops and stuff that he's doing inside the lane. He's not scared to go in there and battle with the Obi Toppins of the league. And I know you were upset as a Knicks fan losing him, but I know your stack was more upset that you have a monster Obi Toppin stack.
Oh, man.
132 Badgers, dude.
Wowza.
Yeah.
We're starting to see stacking more and more. We're starting to see Treaty because has been putting out videos. I love that he's back doing that. And we're starting to see more stacking.
Yeah, I don't know if this is working out, man.
It's working great.
I like the pop in though, that he's here for a little bit. Then we can kind of talk behind his back, Silverback, and then he'll pop back in here. And then
I can't work like this, man. I'm a professional. I need a professional broadcast. Yeah. No, I was gonna make a comment if they ever invent NBA with two balls at the same time, then Luka and Brunson can play together.
Hey,
yeah, that's good.
Well, that's kind of a weird shot since we just saw Luka and Kyrie getting a great start to the year and sharing the ball. I'd say that Kyrie needs the ball just as much as Jalen. So
I don't think so. I think Kyrie. I mean, he's accepting the secondary role. I think a little bit, right?
We'll see. I think that
like Julius Randle did for the Knicks, right, Silverback?
Mm-hmm. Randle.
Yeah, we talk a lot of R.J. Barrett. Julius Randle definitely comes up a lot. And then obviously Brunson with the Mavs and Knicks background. Silverback, me and Glenn have a running joke of all the Mavs and Knicks that have been traded back and forth between each other. It's so funny that the list is growing and growing, but just tons of them.
Yeah,
Trey Burke,
it seems that we
Holiday, Kemba Walker, Tyson Chandler,
Jason Kidd.
Yeah, Jason Kidd for sure. Rolando Blackman. I forgot he played for the Knicks. They're the old school one. But
Derek Harper.
He I think kind of refused to play for us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. Derek Harper didn't. Derek Fisher refused.
Derek Fisher. There you go.
Different Derek. David Lee even played for the Mavs. I mean, there's so many.
Yeah.
I like David Lee. I was bummed when they traded him.
Troy Aikman.
Yeah. Troy Aikman.
Sick reference. Yeah, he had is that a color-changing cup right there, Brent?
It is. As it gets cold, it gets purple, and as it warms up, it's pink. So.
Well, you're drinking that purple drink that was on social media. What was that called?
It's called Lean, bro.
Yeah, that's not just on social media. Get with the times, Glenn.
It's called The World. Silverback, you like Julius Randle. I see you got couple legendaries, right? 2-3 of those bad boys.
He's got a bunch of legendaries, dude.
Yeah, I think.
Let's bring up some stuff. We got some.
Is...
Speaking of Knicks and legendary, talk to me about the season rewind moment.
History ball right over it.
Season rewind moments. This one's badass. We talked about all three of these players. Hopefully you can see that, Silverback. But you were
28, maybe.
Yeah, that's a nice serial. But these legendary moments came out at the end of the year, and they kind of put together the moments of the series and kind of a full highlight video. What did you think about these?
Yeah, so I thought they were really cool at capturing, the different players throughout the season, because you get to see a little bit of everybody in that moment, and I mean, it's cool, and to see the progression throughout the year, and it kind of shows that.
For sure. I was lucky to be able to get one of the Mavericks ones off of the marketplace, but it's a really cool moment that they're able to create and putting the moments together. We talked about your Knicks fandom, and you posted these, but just I love seeing King Brett's a huge fan of the green being completed there and seeing those team sets get finished. He's a big completionist over there, and I think there's a lot of us like that in the C&C group, but dude, you are just a monster Knicks fan right here. 33rd on the leaderboard.
33, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, Patrick Ewing, baby.
I love
So
it.
yeah,
Another 90s
I'd be
Knicks
happy
reference.
staying right there at 33rd, huh? I'd be happy
Yeah.
staying right there the whole time.
So I'm
Yeah,
actually I'm about 70th right now
Nice.
on the Knicks
Yeah.
board. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
no
been
one
trying.
cares.
Yeah.
I'm back to Silverback.
Hey,
I'm gonna tell you, man.
I'm a part of the show too.
Dude,
I'ma tell
70.
you, so-
Dude, top 100 is incredible. Good job to both of you.
I gotta look.
Yeah, seriously, congrats. Top 100, because especially the Knicks leaderboard, right? It's a pretty competitive leaderboard, if you ask me. Because
sure.
back when they introduced the leaderboards, I was messing around trying to climb as many as I could, and I was able to get the first reward for 4 teams: the Spurs, the Timberwolves,
Nice.
the Nuggets, and the Knicks.
Nice.
But like after I saw how competitive the Knicks leaderboard was, I'm not a whale. I don't have a ton of money. I'm a family of 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Average dude. You know what
Congrats
I'm saying?
on that,
So,
by the way. Family of 5. That's
yeah.
impressive in itself.
Thank you. My 1-year-old's upstairs taking a nap right now. I'm hoping he stays asleep for the whole interview.
Shout out to that future of fandom upstairs.
You know it.
Well, that's a good
already
point. If you're
got
on the
my
Dallas
8-year-old
Mavericks,
son opening pack.
go
Dude,
ahead.
that's
No,
awesome.
you're fine. Go ahead.
No, some of them are
Yeah.
easier than others, I think
Yeah,
is what
my-
it's
No, I was
pointing
gonna
at
say,
what you were
like, you
saying.
could be 50th on the Dallas leaderboard, and it's no big deal because they have like 28 fans. But if you're on the Knicks leaderboard, that's a big
Yeah.
deal. That's
No.
a really
I'm
big
just-
deal, guys.
I'm just gonna
Right,
let you know.
exactly.
I'm
Got almost
technically-
10,000 fans.
Oh
I'm
my gosh.
709 on the Knicks leaderboard. 709. So
You're
I'm top
709?
7. I'm top 750.
Okay.
Congrats on 709, King Brett.
Showing some love out there, right?
Got a little work to
There
do.
And that's
go.
a Dallas fan supporting the Knicks. You
That's
should
right.
be happy about
There
that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Shout out
It
to
all
Captains,
just
get
flows
you some money.
together.
that's
Yes,
right.
sir.
You have to like both teams because they had so many players that were the same.
I
For
know.
sure. Top shot debuts are going back and forth. You got to have them both.
Yeah, it's geez. It's yeah.
So speaking of the Knicks and filling out the green with the player profiles, they just dropped this in S4. This is pretty impressive right here, dude. You've been completing Knicks left and right. Look at all those legendaries.
Wow.
Woo.
That's nice right there.
Exciting.
Yeah. And again, few of them I got
Don't tell
back
my
when
wife.
they were way too expensive. But when I get my Knicks stuff, I just lock it up so I don't
Yeah.
sell it.
That's how me and King Brett are with the Mavs. As soon as it gets in there, just lock it. King Brett, what were you on
Yeah.
the Knicks leaderboard?
706, I think.
No way.
Uh-oh,
704.
We got a competitor.
704.
Man, let me lock a few Knicks moments. I just
About
haven't
one
locked
moment while we're on the show.
No, see, that's the deal though. I got stuff I haven't locked because the leaderboard, it's a whole thing. I was locking Mavs, trying to get top 100 on the Mavs. I think I'm 104 or 103 on the Mavs.
Nice,
leaderboard.
dude. That's awesome.
But there's so many different things within Top Shot. No matter how you like to collect, no matter how you like to, who your favorite team is, there's so many different avenues on how to collect that team, right? Whether you lock them, whether you complete sets of the team, whether you complete all-time sets, the S1s, 2s. It's just cool. It's just that's one of the things I love about the platform. And when you know your team, like diehard New York Knicks fans, and you go all in, it makes it a lot of fun, right?
Yep. No, it's nice. Sometimes it's good to be on the leaderboard, and sometimes you get a reward, and it's just cool to know that your collection has so many Knicks in it because it shows your fandom.
For sure. I think we're getting deeper, like you said, King Brett, into the series, and now going to Series 5, Series 2023, 2024 is what they're calling it. We're getting to where there's more and more moments, and it's going to be harder and harder to try to collect everything or to do as much as we've been doing. So you have to kind of prioritize and find those buckets that are the most important to you and keep collecting that way.
Hey, Brad, I don't think your head's big enough in the camera. Can you go a little closer?
There he is. Let's all get in here.
Fine, Glenn. I was too busy looking at my Knicks.
There you go. Oh, you're leaning forward.
I have 23 moments I haven't locked of the Knicks.
Nice.
Four of them are rare.
Any rare?
Yeah, I have 4 rares.
Okay.
So
You could
I
jump
might
up
lock
with it.
them just to beat 3-ball.
Yeah, so the bottlenecks are Obi Toppin in Series 4 and Patrick Ewing, I think. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's Amari and Carmelo. That's what it is. It's the running backs.
Yeah, I was going to say this is one that he just recently got, number 206 of the Carmelo running back, and that was what got him to complete that. And like you're saying, there's bottlenecks that are keeping, non-hardcore fans from getting in there. You get this bad boy to get in there. You said Amari and Carmelo run it back? Or the two?
I think Carmelo is the biggest value one, but you need both of those. They don't have any other moments. And then if you don't want to do historical, it's Obi Toppin for Series 4.
Congrats on this one, Silver. This is a pretty badass moment.
Yeah, thank you. That what drove me to buy that moment right there was back when they introduced the contemporary and the historical and all that completions. And it's kind of like, it drives you to want to complete it. Okay, so I have this many boxes checked. Why not go ahead and do this one too, right? So, especially like I love Carmelo Anthony, when he was a Knick, he was awesome, so
for sure.
The fact that I could purchase that moment and relive, the moment where he made history for as long as I live or as long as I own the moment, that's pretty cool to me, So like that's what's kind of become my main focus is just collecting my Knicks, man. I love the New York Knicks, and I want to keep on collecting it.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
So you seem like you're I see you. There's a Knicks jersey.
Yeah.
Silverback, you seem like you're involved in a few projects other than Top Shot. Did you know about this type of technology and this stuff, blockchain, that was happening pre-Top Shot, or did you learn about all of that all in this time? Is that a bad question?
Man, that's a great question. No, that's a great question because I've grown up working with my hands and doing construction and stuff, so I can, just about build you an entire house, but don't ask me to get you around an internet browser. You know what I mean?
Hello, I do.
So like, there we go.
King Brett's never met. He's feeling so connected to you right now.
You can't stand up.
I can't. I'm so I feel like you're talking about my life.
Because you're into stuff like Heroes of the Flow, Dimension X, Jolly Chokers, which is kind of a part of our world. You're definitely interested in a lot of these projects. Just talk a little bit about you finding other things and your interest there.
Yeah, it all started with Top Shot. Like I said, my good friend in real life told me about it, got into it, and then I'm a avid gamer. I love my 8-year-old son that wants to play video games 24/7 if I let him,
Right.
So, Dimension X and Heroes of the Flow. Yeah, right. Sleep. What is that? And let's get it in, Dad. But Dimension X is a really cool game. It's retro, like digital fighting style game, and you just place your players on these aisles, and they start battling, and you leave them, check on them in a few hours, and then you can earn in-game currency called Thul, and then once you earn enough of that, you mint another character. So like I'm more on the gaming side of things. I like the games and stuff, but also the collectible side, right?
I was going to say, if Treaticus was here, he'd bring up gamification versus collectability. You seem to be leaning that you like the game part of it.
Yeah, I do like the game part of it. I do. I think I think that's the answer to save Top Shot or whatever, is all the discussion. But, I think with Top Shot, a gamification for some people, but not everybody, right? Because where I might like the gamification side, you guys might not, so you guys might like the collectible side more. So, I'm all for both. I think as
Agreed.
far as Top Shot goes, I really enjoy the collectability side because, again, growing up with my dad, we used to collect baseball cards and stuff like that. So I've got tons of 3-ring binders full of baseball cards and stuff,
Not a baby.
Me too.
Me too.
No way.
So
Yeah.
Why special cereals in Top Shot? Why is that an interest to you? Why do you care so much about jersey? I mean, I'm just asking curiosity wise, like what made you think I got to get serial numbers? I got to get jersey numbers. I got to get number ones. What are your thoughts there?
Yep. So again, that's more on the collectible side, right? Like if I plan on keeping this stuff, I think I'd much rather keep a number one or a jersey or a last mint versus just a random cereal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if I'm locking it up right away. So if it's my New York Knicks and I could get my hands on any one of those special cereals, I'm going to lock it up and I'm going to keep it in my collection. They're really cool to me because they stand out.
Yeah.
Yep. Love it. Great answer.
Yeah. How you feeling about Randall in general?
For the fourth time this episode.
I think he cut out last time.
Yeah, he hasn't been here for several Julius Randall comments.
Yeah. He's just got a attitude. He needs an attitude adjustment, and he needs to learn how to move the ball more. I mean, right?
Love hearing a Knicks fan say that. I agree with both statements.
No, absolutely. It's just funny though.
Terrible.
If you watch Brunson will dominate the ball a lot as well. And my only criticism of Brunson, and he's a great scorer, is that sometimes as the point guard, you need to get other people involved. So sometimes he's, going one-on-one, dancing around. It takes 10 seconds to get into his move, and he's just dribbling. You got a lot of guys standing around, and they may not get as many shots, and they may not be as warm, and they may not be as involved. And you guys know the same thing with Luka. You've complained about that over the years. He dominates the ball, and sometimes the other guys, he throws the ball to them with 2 seconds left. They got to chuck up a shot. So it is nice to see a free-flowing offense where people move the ball and everyone touches it. That's all.
I wouldn't say Randall's like a catch-and-shoot guy, and RJ can do it, but both guys, I would think, do well with the ball in their hand with a few seconds to create. So to your point, maybe getting it to them a little earlier, getting into your set a little earlier in the shot clock would behoove.
Yeah.
I don't have any problem with the way Barrett's playing this year. I think he got off to a great start, and he seems like he's within the flow, and he's driving in, he's taking mid-range shots, and he's taking spot-up threes. So I love what I'm seeing from RJ this year.
Well, let's keep talking Knicks. Can you see the screen, Silverback?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can.
We're going to play a game that we've been playing for the past couple episodes. Basically what we want to do is bring a player up on the screen of your Knicks fandom and see if you can guess who it is. It's going to be a random Knick from throughout the past year. So it could be in your area where your dark period where you didn't watch much. But the name of this game is called Name That Player.
I hope you get this. I really do.
Okay.
Let's see. If you if you
He's
move,
like, I don't know what's going on, but okay.
yeah, okay. We just started doing this
Sometimes my
couple
screen's working, sometimes it's not.
Oh,
If
he's
you
got
don't
excuses
know,
already.
act like your screen's not working. That's what
Yeah,
I
there you go. You can buy you a
If
few
you
seconds,
don't know it, then your screen's not working.
right?
The cover up.
Let's say you locked a
Yeah, it's a
moment
good
and moved up
cover-up.
moved up one more spot to spot number 32. You might have this guy's jersey. Any idea who that is? Silver, can you see
Give me
it?
a minute. It's loading.
Okay.
Okay.
He's padding. He's getting him some time.
Man,
Yeah.
Imagine if we were doing videos. How much harder that would be.
Yeah.
Look at this dunk by this guy. Who is that?
Yeah. This was a tougher one for me. I've known the last two when Glenn sent them to me, and I did not know this one right away. I had to search a little bit.
Oh man. Dang, who is that?
Do you want some hints?
Yeah, drop
Give
me
me
a
one.
few hints here.
Yeah.
So he was drafted by Isaiah Thomas, that regime. He was not a very high pick, but he was on the Knicks for a bunch of years.
He was
If
number
I'm not
20.
mistaken-
Number 20 overall in the first round and wasn't on anybody's top 200 list.
I think that he might have been traded in the Carmelo trade. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
He was part of the package that went to Denver.
I only know this from Wikipedia. I don't know all this Knicks
What's it?
fandom.
Fucking, excuse me.
He was like a small forward, lanky guy.
Lance, Thomas?
Not Stevenson.
Lance Thomas?
Or not Lance Thomas either.
Not
no.
Lance Thomas. It's a good guess, though. You want one more guess or no?
So
Yeah,
I
I'm
actually
stumped.
referenced
Y'all
a
got
player.
me.
I actually referenced a player that played for the Mavs and the Knicks early on in their career, a long time ago, back in the 80s and 90s. And there was a lot of jokes after this draft saying that Isaiah Thomas thought he was drafting this guy, whose name is very similar to this one.
Yeah, so this is Ronaldo Balkman.
And they were making jokes. Did you mean to draft Rolando Blackman and think that you?
When did he play for the Knicks?
He was probably drafted
That might have been
like,
during my dark period.
That's what I was thinking.
it might have been like 07 or so, and he was on the team till
Yeah.
about or 08 maybe, and he was on the team till 2012. He was on the team for like 4 or 5 years, I think.
He went to Denver,
Yeah,
sat on
so
the bench
like-
for a little bit, and then the Mavs actually signed him and dropped him day one and put him on the Legends.
Yeah.
And then he's actually been in different leagues around the world, doing actually pretty well, but just didn't make it in the NBA.
We lost Brett.
I guess make it in the. I don't want to be too hard. I mean, if you play in the NBA and you have minutes for 6-7 years, you made it to the NBA and you did. I mean, you did work.
Yeah.
Just not a first rounder of what they thought might happen.
Yeah.
Dang,
It's
I
Silverback.
wanted-
Because you didn't get it, you have to send me a Randall Legendary as a penalty.
Yeah. Love your sets, Silverback. You're definitely on the. You're being influenced by the C&C group, or you're influencing us because we're all collecting the same stuff. S4, we were all busy. Spotlight, S4 Throwdowns, the Hustle and Show.
VGN.
Yeah. You got the video game numbers LeBron, right? And you were able to flip that to finish Cool Cats. Is that what you did? I can't remember.
He's on mute right now.
We were talking a lot of Nine Lives Lounge, me, him, and Dan Slowinski, and we're able to exchange a couple moments. But I know you were on the same train that me and Glenn were. We both finished Nine Lives Lounge, the Cool Cat set this year. We were behind a lot of the popularity and the crew that finished it the first time. There you are. LeBron video game numbers.
It was really cool to see for like 264 in the video game number set, you know. And I actually made a deal with Glenn. I think Glenn was the one that bought it from me.
Really?
Wait, what did I buy from you?
The video game numbers, LeBron.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible. I have to go back and look.
We got too much stuff going on. Like I said, you can't. We got the buyer and the seller right here, and we don't even remember.
I got to go back and look.
And don't even remember, man.
Oh, man. I love all the gifts you share or GIFs, Silverback. I love the one with the Silverback gorilla comes out and slides. That's one of my favorites. Keep that one up for sure. Me and Glenn love movie references. I wish Brett was here for this one because Grandma's Boy is definitely a favorite. Oh, is that expensive piece? So I love those gifts. Keep those coming as well.
Yeah, I love Grandma's Boy, all-time favorite.
Definitely a classic for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Brett. This is going to be a fun episode to rewatch back. We've had chaos this entire time.
Yeah, it's been a little crazy. Oh,
I think so too. Yeah, it's been fun, right? Did you guys see this on The Simpsons? I didn't watch the episode, and this is a little grainy on the photo, but did y'all see the reference of the NFTs and possibly Top Shot up there by Marge's head?
I heard about it. I didn't see the episode.
It's a basketball clip up there in the top center.
So this is blockchain. And
Yeah.
Shows that. I haven't watched The Simpsons in a while, but
I haven't either. But Brandon, and so they, there's always crazy references to like art mimicking life or back and forth, and like stuff keeps happening in the world where they can go back and say The Simpsons,
all that 20 years ago or 5
right,
years ago.
right, and there's so many things like that. So it's cool to see it, blockchain, possibly Top Shot, and other things. I know Cool Cats was referenced, but very cool to see that in actual pop culture and popping up on The Simpsons. It was going crazy on Twitter, so I thought that was really cool. Silverback, King Brett, we got you back. This is a crazy episode and enjoying the chaos for sure. King Brett, you missed a Grandma's Boy reference. We were talking movies and whatnot.
Movie.
I have to joke about Dan Silverback. I was asking him some questions about you. I knew that you guys were friends. And me being, I guess, dumb American, I was asking things that you were interested in, stuff to talk to you about. And he's like, obviously, Top Shot, Knicks, Collectin and Connectin. And he goes, and motors. I was like, motors? What the? Do you mean auto, like cars? And he's like, yes. And I was like, man, I had no idea what you were talking about. Mm-hmm. You're into cars, Silverback?
The answer is yes, because he's actually Dale Earnhardt. He just says he goes by Silverback.
Long
He's an
pause.
actual professional race car driver.
This
Dale
is my
Earnhardt.
favorite episode so far.
By far, has to be.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
You're either first or you're last.
If you're not first, you're last.
Wow. And he's like, you said that. He's like, why would I say that? That makes no sense.
You could be second, third,
You
fourth.
could be second, third, fourth. Hell, you could be fifth.
Yeah, that's
the
a great
dumbest
movie.
shit I ever heard.
I didn't love it the first time I saw it, and more and more views I found me cracking up. 8 pound, 6 ounce baby Jesus. Like, I mean, it all had me rolling. It took me a while to get some of the jokes, maybe. Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly, they're brilliant.
Yeah. I feel like they might have been from Texas with the accents and all that. I don't know.
Probably studied a few Texans.
Guys, I really have to bail.
Yeah, I think we all do. But this was fantastic hanging out with Silverback, Glenn, King Brett. Appreciate all y'all's time.
It went smashing.
Collecting, Connecting, episode 22.
21 and a half.
Deuce.
Find us on Discord. Find us on YouTube. See you, Silverback.
Well,
See you,
big old
C&C.
See you
Love you
later.
guys. See you next time.
Peace.